Okay, so how to attract your life partner and how I did it. Should we make it simple and say big ego death? No, I'm here to talk to you today about some simple steps I took in attracting and manifesting the love of my life. But let's backtrack. I'm pretty sure we've all been through a phase, especially if you are through your teenage years in your 20s, where you believe you have met or been with your life partner. We have that belief. It's like, wow, this is the one, this is my life partner. That was me. My first love I was with for 8 years, and I really believed he was my life partner. And what I realized when we ended our relationship was, yeah, he was, but it wasn't aligned. It wasn't aligned at all. So when you're attracting your life partner, the first thing is to get really specific on what you want and who you want. The second thing is to realize you are a vibrational match for who you draw into your field. My first partner cheated on me. He drank a lot. He did drugs. He was a bit of a playboy. He was really cool. He was that whole like, and I couldn't understand it because I was a good girl. Good girl. I grew up from a good home. I had all of these things. And yet, when I sat back and took a hard look at my life after that breakup, what I realized was throughout my history of dating and relationships and my on and off again 8 year partnership was I had attracted in beaters, cheaters, and I'd even been raped when I was 17. It's a really hard reality to come to terms with when you're manifesting the love of your life and your life partner, to realize that whoever is in your field right now and whoever you're attracting is a vibrational match to you. Does that mean that I was a beater, a cheater, and a rapist? No. But something inside me was so unhealed on a deep energetic level that I was drawing in that energy into my field. When I first came to that realization, I went through the emotions of blaming myself, of self pity, and guess what? The ego loves it. It's so safe to stay in your suffering. So there I was in my melancholy, in my suffering. And how many of us do that? We have these realizations like, oh my gosh, okay, I attract the worst people ever. And then we stay in that pattern. I just have this thing. I was abused. My family, my life, my partner, my exes, it's just how I am. Okay, but do you want to stay there? I got to a point in my personal journey where I asked myself, do you want to stay in that? Yeah, I've been through a lot. I've been through childhood trauma. I'd had all these things, but was that worth keeping it in my life forever? So, step one, when you're coming into shifting yourself into manifesting the love of your life, and let me just fast forward quickly to where I am now. I have the love of my life. He is everything I desired and more in every way possible. He is my vibrational match. You have to go through a step by step process of assessing your head, your body, and your life force to become a vibrational match for what you want. So, how do we do that? One, wake up and smell the roses. If you've been through trauma, if you've been through pain, it's time to shift it. And this is a short video, but I created an entire method, which I went through myself, and now I teach to many people to help you heal to become a vibrational match for what you want in your life, including your life partner through your body. But step one is getting real with yourself. Staying loyal to your suffering means you're going to have a very loyal partner who makes you suffer. If you choose to be loyal to your suffering, you're going to manifest in a life partner who is loyal to embodying your suffering in your life. You've got to start letting it go. Step number two is recognizing that you're in a body. And even if we have a thought that suddenly everything's better and now I want my perfect life partner, your prefrontal cortex or your cognitive brain is 5% of your brain's capacity. 95% is subconscious, and your subconscious brain, so 95% of your brain, is what controls your body. Meaning, if you have a sudden cognitive thought, I want my life partner, I'm ready, you need to make sure that 95% of your brain is rewired to receive that. How do you rewire that 95% of your body, of your brain? Somatically, because your body keeps the score. So once you have the realization that it's really not worth being loyal to your suffering, and you're ready to shift that mindset and forgive yourself and love yourself and meet yourself for the first time, you then endeavor on going on a beautiful journey of rewiring your subconscious brain through your body. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, that must be such a challenge. That must be so annoying. No, because guess what the body rewires the fastest with? Pleasure. Bodies respond to what feels good. So, what I learned was if I want to be the vibrational match for my perfect man, I need to let go of my suffering. I need to rewire my brain into receiving and enjoying life with my pleasure. And I need to go through a journey of healing that systematically and somatically through my body. And this was where I developed the sensual embodiment method, healing your mind and your subconscious brain and your blocks through your pleasure to begin to be magnetic and manifest your desires. If you want your dream life partner, you need to begin to get then clear on what you want. So what I did was I began to realize inside me there is a man and a woman. You have both masculine and feminine inside you. And I thought of my dream man. I really visualized like the dream man. I wanted a gorgeous, sexy, German entrepreneur, world traveler, good family, sexy body, all of it. I got really specific. I wanted him to have investments. I wanted him to be growing a company. I wanted him to be conscious. I wanted him to have a connection with God. I really painted out like what for me, Emma Swain, was my dream man. And I wrote down every detail: hair color, eye color, family background, where he lived, even how we met, what he felt like on my skin, how my body felt in his presence. I got super detailed on this dream man. I started to feel him in my field, and it started to feel very real. But then what I decided to look at is if that's my dream man, is my inner man and my inner energy a match to that? Am I the person that mirrors and matches that caliber of human being? And the answer was back in the day, especially taking in all of my exes, no, most of us are not. We say we want all these great things, but are we living and being the standard and the embodiment of actually what we want in our lives? 9 times out of 10, room for improvement. No judgment, just a place to shift. So I began to go on a journey to become the man and woman of my dreams. It did not mean that I needed to be the big hustler and the huge entrepreneur, but I wanted to live with a soul on fire for life. I wanted to have a deep relationship with God. I wanted to be shameless in my body and feel super awakened because guess what? When the love of your life comes into your life, you need to be able to receive them. If you're blocked, if you have fear, if you have trauma, if you have this like response, you're never going to be able to enjoy their kisses, enjoy their love, believe that you can actually have unconditional, doting, beautiful love. You have to begin to let your body believe that that's real. You have to let your body somatically shift. And so I went into a deep practice of somatically shifting my body, of healing with my sex energy, of coming into my own personal power through practices to begin to let life and source heal and rewire my body and my subconscious mind. I formed these practices into a method, into a daily devotion, into a yearly spread of how I could authentically love myself back to life, whilst following my dreams, whilst overcoming my fears, whilst expanding into my soul purpose. And what happened was I began to detach from the goal of, I need a partner to save my life. And I endeavored on a journey of deep self love and discovery, of unbecoming all of the stuff that I was not, and allowing myself to be in my fullness of power. And one day, just like that, the love of my life walked through my front doorstep. And I remember hearing so many people speaking about how this happened and being like, impossible, impossible, impossible. But you're only going to learn this when you endeavor to have the courage to begin your journey, to begin to go down that path, to begin to build that method into your life that makes you the vibrational match for the love of your life. And so, if you're watching this and this is beginning to spark your curiosity, my loves, when it comes to manifesting, when it comes to calling in your lover, there is a beautiful systematic approach where you become a vibrational match for your desires. It starts with self-awareness. It starts with self-forgiveness. It starts with getting really clear on what you want. And then it starts with going into your body and somatically shifting and rewiring yourself so that you are the energetic container for what you desire. When you are in that process and devoted to your self-love and journey, you are going to wake up. Absolutely, because it is the law of energy. You become a vibrational match for what you are. And you're going to look in front of you, and the love of your life is going to be right there, ready and waiting. And you're going to go on the most amazing journey into love, into self, into the deeper depths. So begin to enjoy it. And that is how I went from having the beaters and the cheaters, and God forbid, but the sexual abusers, to being a healed, devoted, deeply in love woman with the man of my dreams. And that man, my beloved, ticked every single detailed box that I sat and meditated and got cleared on, everything and more beyond. And he chose me and he claims me, and I chose him, and we devoted. And that's waiting for you too. And it starts with understanding that there is a method and a journey that you get to come on into your body to begin to shift and rewire yourself to be the match for your desires. And I'm so excited for that journey for you as you begin to endeavor on it.